Hello everybody, and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Leaf. Welcome Amiibo, with continued face cam. I can't hold any more letters, and all of my letters are from... Yeah, hold on. I gotta go put letters away. I really need to, like, organize my letters at some point. I might, like, see about doing that at some point today. Like, I really want to keep letters that I feel like mean something. Well, let's deal with Sahara really quick. I was just making sure I had inventory space. 3,000 battles, yep. So what we getting this time? What she gave us last time looked pretty alright. So maybe this time will also look pretty alright. I do actually have something to kind of ramble about today as well. It's kind of a twofold thing. One, there's actually going to be a collab between Star Trek and World of Warships. I don't get it, but I'm not going to argue with it either. It's just the thing. But also, a lot of World of Warships players seem to have a, like, very inaccurate, well, not inaccurate, inconsistent with their, what they accept. Risks being a pain in the butt. Like, a lot of people complain about the super carriers in World of Warships having jets. Having jets. I could speak. I thought Sahara was saying something different. But, Frisk, can you please stop? Jeez. Alright, what did she give us? Yeah, I mean, this kind of works. Okay, I'm back. Was attempting to see what she wanted, and more insist that she stop getting into things. It never works. She's gonna be getting into things again. I don't even know what she wants. She has a clean litter box, she has fresh water, fresh food, fresh treats. Well, I know what she wants. I just don't want to... I do not wish to give it to her. So I came up with an idea to increase the livability of our humble town. A round streetlight. Great idea, right? Maybe you agree, and I'll tell Isabel too. I mean, I kind of like the one we've got. But, like, a lot of people complain about the jets on the super carriers. Oh, there's so many villagers. I'm never gonna get this thought out. Punk, good to see you. What's up? Let's chat. Any nibbles today, hun? Fishing isn't as easy as some people think. These fish are super clever. For a second, I thought she was asking me if I'd eaten yet. So your morning's shaping up, chickpea. It's going to be a good one, Peppa Pig. Something up, Peppa Pig? Let's chat. What happened, Kurlos? I was saying about something. It's gonna be great if we could stay friends forever. And we will, Kurlos. We will. Yeah, everyone complains about the jets on super carriers. And basically, like, complains, oh, like, it's so unfair that World War II era ships need to fight, you know, jets. It's like, well, yeah, carriers had jets in World War II. Jet technology is indeed that old. Like, I am not joking. It is indeed that old. Mott, you're filthy. That was a pretty big flea. Like, 3 millimeters. That was 3.6 millimeters. So, that was a flea. That was Hold on, let me get this around better. That big. That's pretty big. I mean, I get millimeters are still pretty small, but like, that's pretty big for a flea. Most fleas aren't even a millimeter. Mott, you've had that flea for a while. But yeah, like, the thing everyone complains about with the jets is like, oh, they're so modern. It's like, but they're not, though. Like, all of the jet designs in World of Warships were either flown or, you know, at least were prototyped during World War II or very shortly afterwards. One of a lot of people's favorite ships in-game, Des Moines, is literally a Cold War cruiser. They have a fine shopping cart. Man, I have not seen a single fossil yet. Ooh, we have a camper. There's a fossil. Okay, I wonder who this is gonna be. Frisk, can you please stop? She wants the window open, is what she wants, but I am not opening the window. It's not gonna happen. Ooh, I know this villager. Yeah, Tank! You live in this town. Camp's pretty good here, you know? So I'd spend some quality time here. I don't really want Tank, but I do know him. I think I've had him before. At least, like, I encountered him before. But, like, it... Frisk knows if she's enough of a pain in the ass, I might eventually give in to her and open the window, but it is highly unlikely. Because the seal around my window isn't great once it's opened. And spiders can get in. And I'm an arachnophobe. Because I'm in a basement, so bugs and spiders get in all the time. This guy, serving good coffee, takes freshly roasted beans, a coffee grinder, and attention to detail. Someone who cares about me will remember how I take my coffee. So Brewster, do you remember her usual? That's my usual. Yeah, like, there's so many ships in World of Warships that, like, are so modern compared to, like, even the jets that everyone complains about. Like, all of these jets are younger than Tiger 59, at least the configuration of Tiger 59. Because as you might guess, based on its name of Tiger 59, it is the configuration that ship was in 1959. Pretty solidly into the Cold War. Like, Forrest Sherman is a 1950s ship, long after World War II ended. Wasn't even laid down during World War II. Used technology that wasn't available during World War II. Like, wow, I just managed to walk around all of the fossils. I'm very good at that. Just in case. So, like, it's very much a case of, like, people are just complaining about the jets on carriers just so that they can have more things to complain about. Like, there's nothing actually wrong with those carriers having jets. Really, the tier 10s should have already had jets. Like, that's kind of the thing. Like, by the age of the tier 10 carriers, they should all really be armed with some manner of jet. Just simply because of the age of them. Like, they're decently modern carriers. By the end of World War II, every nation was experimenting with jets on aircraft carriers. Because, quite simply, jets are just better than conventional aircraft when it comes to doing things that require high speed. And, well, high speed is how you defeat conventional anti-aircraft guns. So, if you can get a carrier launching aircraft that are faster than everyone else's, then your carrier is less susceptible to the other side's anti-aircraft than theirs is to yours. Giving you a quite significant advantage. Also, there's still one fossil somewhere. Oh, it's right here. I almost didn't even see it. Let's go get these fossils identified. You want Mott. I'm gonna change my image a tiny bit. Need a big change of scenery to do it. Everyone expects me to be Mr. Positive, but what if I just like being moody sometimes? As long as I'm in this town, everybody will just... You wanna move? Enjoy the new you, my man. Well, that worked out. I'll be able to finally finish this path. Yes. Thank you, Mott. I mean, he's moving away like 10 days from now, but still, in 10 days, well, 11 days, I'll be able to actually work more on flower paths. It's amazing. Thank you, Mott. Here I was gonna grumble at him for wanting to talk. Like, geez, Let's get these fossils identified. And, like, I do apologize I ramble about World of Warships a lot. It's just the game I play literally the most. Though I will admit, like, there are other games I do play. It's just I have less to say about them because they're not actively being developed. Like, I play Star Ocean 2 a lot, but, like, there's very little I could ramble about without actually playing Star Ocean 2, because it's a static game, so unless they do another random update where they add more content to the game again, you know, I don't really have anything to add, you know. I mean, I could mention again of just how much I love the game. I'm actually thinking with my restarted Chaos run to basically try to limit myself from using, like, customization and blacksmithing and such. Because, like, not gonna lie, my other save that I was doing on Chaos was probably a little too easy. Because I had stopped and, like, I made a bunch of goodie boxes and farmed out really good weapons, and I was using the best possible armor I could get my hands on by blacksmithing it. And, you know, a lot of characters were on the verge of being able to basically customize their ultimate weapons, you know. Because, like, Pressus can just make her ultimate weapon that's not, like, her new post-game ultimate weapon. Welch makes her ultimate weapon that's not her post-game ultimate weapon. Opera crafts her, well, customizes her ultimate weapon that's not her post-game ultimate weapon. Like, I think the only character that doesn't, of even just, like, the characters I had in my party there, was Rena. I'm pretty sure she... Yeah, because her ultimate weapon is basically the Knuckles of Hope. Until you get to her post-game new ultimate weapon. Oh, I am looking forward to this. These flowers are going to get moved. The path's going to be 3 wide, and it's going to just go straight up. Well, it might actually not go completely straight up. It'll actually have to be slightly over here. So I guess it'll be these flowers moving, and these two, and these ones will be fine. You'll just head straight up, and then you'll be able to just go straight up the path, and you'll get right into Main Street, and then I can have the path, you know, branch off like right here and come straight over to Town Hall. It'll be branching off of basically right at Mott's house. Like there'll be just a little 2 wide row of flowers. It'll be so nice. I'll be able to do everything. Thank you, Mott, for actually wanting to move out. Finally. I should also do some fishing. River or ocean? I'll do river. I should do a Gulliver check first. But, like, in Star Ocean 2... Here we go. I actually have something to ramble about that. In Star Ocean 2, if you make use of customization and blacksmithing and such, you will almost always have the best possible gear you could have equipped. Like, the only thing that holds you back from making some of the best possible armor, because like you can more than easily do the weapons in the remaster, it's just the armor you struggle with. Is just you can't get some of the materials until you're onto disc 2. But basically the moment you reach disc 2, you can make every armor now. Like, you can start getting reflecting plates going on, and they're just kind of the best armor until you get into the post-game dungeon. Like, well, okay, they're the best armor that isn't bloody armor until you get into the post-game dungeon. Because bloody armor is just the best. Right, I need to put letters away. I mean, I could just look through the letters I have. I'm having a bad luck day. Game, what are you talking about? Mott's moving out. Today's an amazing luck day. Bloody armor is just the best armor in the game because it's easy mode. You put it on and you win. That's as far as it goes. And you can actually make bloody armor the moment blacksmithing is available to you. Like, which it becomes available to you the moment you reach the 2nd continent. That is the moment you can basically win the game. Nothing is a threat to you anymore. Okay, I do still have a bunch of space, so I don't need to sort things yet. And like, it's kind of ridiculous of just how quickly you can get into bloody armor. Especially where, as an equipment drop, you don't start getting bloody armor from enemies until, like, halfway through Disc 2. Like, that's where you're intended to start getting it. But if you just do some blacksmithing, you know, and, like, there's always a way of just making money. I mean, the moment you get to the 2nd continent, you basically go to Linga, and there you can buy not only blacksmithing hammers, but you can also buy mechanic toolboxes. With the mechanic toolbox, you can make the Rika, which is a brain work with me here. It's a imitation camera. Basically, it's the special imitation camera with a higher chance of success rate. Though in the remaster, it just gives you a chance of saving your film. But you do that, you open some goodie boxes to get some fanfics. I forget the exact fanfic you want to get, but there's one of them that is worth a lot of full. You then duplicate via the imitation camera that fanfic until you have 20 of it. You sell 19 of it, repeat the process over and over again, and money will literally never be a thing for you again. Especially if you always keep one copy of that fanfic, because then anytime you need money for any reason, you can just make more. Someone else has a flea. I swear if it's Mott again. No, it's Carlos. No, I was... Try and catch your flea. 3.6. It's even bigger. Carlos! My man! I don't want it. Fleas are worth, like, nothing. So it can just... It's dead now. Like, in the older games, like, this is specific to Second Story R, that money-making method. You can do that in the older games, too, but you don't need to. You can have money stop mattering the moment you start the game, basically. Because the moment you basically finish what you're doing at Cross Castle and Celine joins your party temporarily, you can then go back to Salva, and from there, you can use Celine to just make a bunch of silver jewelry, sell the silver jewelry, and that will pay for 20 more silver to then repeat the process over and over and over and over again. And there is actually some silver jewelry that you'll want if you want to keep Celine or use Rena for a while. Because it basically, like, gives you more MP to use. Or in the case of some of it, makes your spells hit harder. Which, as you could imagine, if you're going to keep Celine, you want her spells hitting as hard as possible, as quickly as possible. So you really want that accessory. Then, you know, just simply having more MP benefits Rena, because healing spells can be kind of expensive. But, like, that's basically how you make money in the older games, is you just make jewelry. With the remaster, they nerfed the selling price of accessories massively, to the point where you'll basically never make a profit making jewelry. So that's why you do the replication bit, and before that you do cooking. Hi Steven, how you been feeling lately? If you're worrying about something you can't talk face to face, just ask for my advice in a letter. It might help. Just try it. Nah, I'm good, Rooney. Things are going pretty alright. I love how the game just seems to know I've not, like, I was feeling not so great for a few days there. Hey, new fish. A piranha. Did it catch me? So I have a reason to go to the museum now. That's pretty neat. There we go. Yeah, like, it's... Star Ocean 2 is a very easy to break game once you know what you're doing. Okay, I was not sure where that fish even was. I mean, the original Star Ocean is equally easy to break. It thankfully doesn't have bloody armor in it, so, you know. There's no cheesing the original Star Ocean. You actually still have to play the game, but you can still make reflecting plates really early on. Like, basically, the moment you start the emblem quest, you can be in reflecting plates. So I got an item that's so you, chickpea, so I get your name written all over it. It's my hopscotch floor. You wanted to bet you do, but one condition. Yeah, I can give you a black bass. If you were asking for the piranha, I would have had to have said no. Just about the best trade I've done all week. That is fair, Carlos. Really, fish? Just because you can roll doesn't mean you should roll. And yeah, I also want to know, I've been really enjoying streaming a lot more lately. Like, in a way, it does feel minorly overwhelming to be doing streaming and videos. But, like, I'm actually kind of getting into the groove of it a little bit. The only thing is, I'm pretty sure my having done these streams is actually hurting my video performance. Caught a pond skater. Let's actually swap out a... Wait, can I open my letters? I can't. Let's swap out the crucian carp. I wasn't sure if I had a pond skater or not, so... Well, I want this. So I think what I will do is I will just drop the floor on the floor. And I'll pick it back up as I come back from the museum. I should really just hang on to this birdwing butterfly with the bug catching contest coming up. That'll almost certainly be a first place, because I'm assuming it's just give him bugs. And whoever gives him the biggest bug wins. Hey Blathers, I got a fish for you. I have a donation of fish. Specifically a piranha. Yo, man. If a piranha is reminding you of when you were a child, you had a very interesting childhood. But I also just want the money, so I think I'll sell the birdwing. Plus, I feel it's more fair to our villagers if I catch bugs on the day, instead of being like, yeah, I'm just gonna stockpile these giant bugs. Like, I feel like bug catching contests, unless they get, like, specific to a type of bug, are probably gonna be the easiest to cheese, because you could literally just, like, go to the island and catch some giant bugs, and then just come back and be like, yep. Okay, what is extra today? Headgear. I don't really have any headgear to sell. Would have been great if it was fish. Just generically fish. They can roll, I hear. I keep making that reference. It's a reference to Nuclear Throne. I think I mentioned it before. It's one of the loading screens just says fish can roll. Because, like, that's the character Fish's special ability is he can roll. Almost all of that is the birdwing butterfly. But, yeah, I think that's probably going to mark the end of today, because I've been going for almost half an hour now. Got an inventory of fish. A couple bugs. I want to make sure my shovel is the thing that I end with holding on to. There we go, yeah. That's the order I want things in. Sahara's looking at that fruit. I can't blame her. It's a pretty tasty looking fruit. We're actually going to be ending in our house for the first time in a while. Also, we do have this room expanded. We should really go talk to Nook about that, but, like, yeah, that can happen tomorrow. You know, I kind of like how they're just in the middle of the floor, kind of menacingly, so I'll just leave them like that. I need to find, like, my most menacing gyroids and use those in there. But that is going to be it for today. I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Leaf Welcome Amiibo. See you all then.